Hello, good morning. How are you? Fine? Happy, Anu? Happy, Ann? I am joyful. Joyful, not happy. Happy is momentary. Happiness is momentary. Being joyful is what? Permanent. Yeah. Okay, let's start the class now. So we will be covering news from 9th of August to 15th of August. 15th August we celebrated our Independence Day. Which Independence Day? 79th. An anniversary? Yeah. Okay, so there's a difference. Find the difference, guys. Okay. Where is Abhishek? Hey, idhar hai. Okay. Hi, Abhishek. How are you? So tell me the news, guys. What all things were in news in the past week? Abhishek, क्या news था? प्रधानमंत्री का 113 minute का long speech था. Yesterday, the longest. He broke his own record of 98 minutes of speech. Okay. So be like this. Challenge yourself. Be competitive for yourself only. Okay. Break your own records. तुमने क्या रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक किया कल? क्या चैलेंज किया खुद को? ज्यादा बात करने का चैलेंज या ज्यादा खाना खाने का चैलेंज? खाना क्या खाया कल? ज्यादा खा लिया? गुड मॉर्निंग ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स. या बताओ, प्रधानमंत्री का स्पीच सुना? प्रधानमंत्री स्पीच. डू यू यूज इंस्टाग्राम? हाँ, ट्विटर, फेसबुक, यूट्यूब, व्हाट्सएप कम्युनिटी? क्या कुछ नोटिफिकेशन आया? डिड यू रिसीव एनी नोटिफिकेशन रिलेटेड टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर स्पीच? व्हाट वाज ही टॉकिंग अबाउट? टेल मी फास्ट, कम ऑन. What was he talking about? He talked about so many things, obviously. Yeah, nuclear capacity. Then, next, election. One specific point which you would like to highlight, sir? Ma'am? Vaiga ma'am? Fasla ma'am? Bhumika ma'am? Avantika ma'am? Sayana ma'am? Sulhana ma'am? Oh, all the names in one go. Wow. Clap for me. अरे बंद करो. उधर से चेक करने को नहीं बोला है. बंद करो उसे. ये सब नहीं बोला है करने को. और मारो. हाँ, चलो. Okay, so when we celebrated, guys, 15th of August is not only celebrated as Independence Day but also as the birth anniversary of the freedom fighter Aurobindo Ghosh. Okay, so his birth anniversary is there on 15th of August, and why he is important for our history or UPSC is because he was one of the revolutionary freedom fighter, and he was the first one who gave the idea of the Purna Swaraj, complete independence. Okay, complete. He was talking about complete independence in the starting of the 20th century itself, when Congress was found. Congress was found in 1885 at the end of the century, 19th century, and in the starting himself, he started talking about complete independence. But when we see at the national level what was going on in India is Congress party was talking about what? Constitutional reforms, dominion status. Like we should have some kind of reform in the constitution that has been prepared by the Britishers for us. So they were talking about some reforms, right? Their idea was different, their working was different. Congress committee. But he was the one who started talking about complete independence since the starting of the 20th century. So he was very inspiring for other freedom fighters also, like Subhash Chandra Bose and other people. Okay, so he's a very renowned person, very important personality related to modern India and UPSC. Okay, so he has written many English weeklies also, newspaper also. So we will look at all the things that are important for our current affairs speech. Okay, 103-minute speech. Okay. So from revolutionary nationalists to spiritual visionary, he was a spiritual visionary also. He aligned both of these things, revolution also and spiritual journey also. Okay, so known for political radicalism with spiritual philosophy. He blended these two things. Okay. So he was not only talking about the independence from the Britishers, but he was talking about independence from our own self, thoughts, everything that make us dependent on us, other things, right? So that independence we have to get. He was talking about spirituality, right? Okay, early life, born in Calcutta, he was the person who cleared the ICS exam, also civil services of that time, ICS exam, and then he came back to India and joined the Baroda services and studied Sanskrit also. He was, since his childhood, he was not promoting. He was from a very influential family. He was from a rich family, and he was in this Darjeeling school was there, right? So studied Sanskrit and Indian culture. He was very much vocal about the Sanskrit language, the Indian tradition, the Indian culture since his young time, young days. Now political career, because he was a servant also, so he was doing this political things. He was associated with parties, but it was kind of a hidden kind of thing. And he joined the extremist faction of Indian National Congress because he did not believe revolutionary radicalism, right? So he believed in extremism, radical, being vocal, attacking the Britishers, the things that are foreign in nature, right? Completely boycotting them. So he was an extremist, and he there were two factions. No, extremist was there, moderates were there, right? So he belonged to the extremist faction, completely boycotting and expressing yourself. Now the events associated with him is Surat split, when he was very active in the political arena. Then Alipur conspiracy case was there, where the bombs were being made, and this case was tried. Then founded Karma Yogin and Dharma. This is very important. Karma Yogin English weekly, and then Dharma Bengali weeklies. Okay, so these kind of weeklies, papers, journals, or books are as associated with freedom fighters. Okay, and Aurobindo Ghosh is very, very important. His brother also, Barindra Kumar Ghosh. So both of them are very important. Passive resistance. Now, influenced by writings in Vande Matram, and his core principle was what? Organized refusal to aid colonial government. Self-development, self-help was very important, and may use non-peaceful means also. Now, Gandhi's difference and his difference. Difference from Gandhi's Satyagrah. Gandhi, obviously, he propagated non-violence Satyagrah, right? Aurobindo, non-violence is strategy, willing to use force. Okay, so this was the difference between both of them. Like, he was extremist, he believed then when it is the need, we should use force also. And Gandhiji also, by 1940 or late 1930s, he also changed his approach towards the movements. We see that he accepted violence. Gandhiji also accepted violence during the later stage of the Indian independence, when we were fighting, because it was the what do we say, need of the hour, because masses were ready for do or die kind of thing was given by Gandhiji himself. No, so masses were ready to do anything to gain independence. So Gandhiji also understood the nerve of the masses, and he also accepted it, the violence in the movement. Okay, nationalism as religion. So he sought nationalism as everything. Nationalism is not just a political program but a spiritual mission also. And 1900 Bombay speech is there. So we have seen this year also that one speech related to Gandhiji's was asked in UPSC. Now, who gave this speech, right? So these kind of speeches can also be given. So whenever any personality is in news, Google about it, research about it, and write all the important information, his speeches, his books, his journals, everything. It may be asked, right? Nationalism is work of God. True nationalists are instrument of God. So this is very easy also, I think, to remember. Uttara Para, Uttar Para speech is there. Hinduism as a universal and eternal religion. Vedantic spirituality. So meeting the Brahman, Atman and Brahman. He believed in the Vedantic philosophy and vision of human evolution toward divine consciousness. Believed political freedom was a step towards spiritual regeneration of humanity. So these are the things. He was a follower of Vedantic philosophy. This is important. Okay. Now, what is Vedantic philosophy? When the classes will be taken, then you will be understanding this thing. So now, significance for UPSC, GS paper 1 and 2. How it is important? So role in the freedom struggle. Next is extremist phase is important. Alipur case, right? Other was Surat split is important. Then Muzaffarnagar case was also there. Cultural history, GS paper 2, political philosophy, Satyagraha, and how his contribution is important. Okay. Now, We already know this thing, nationalism as a religion. He saw it as a religion also. This is about the weeklies that he edited. He was the editor, an English language newspaper, Bande Matram, then Karma Yogin also English, and then Dharma is what? Bengali. So sometimes UPSC asks about this also, that whether it was an English or a Bengali weekly publishing. Okay, so this is also asked. Now the question. Okay, so this is related to mains. How did Aurobindo's conception of nationalism differ from being merely a political program, and in what ways he infused it with religious and spiritual dimension? These kind of questions can be asked. That it is nationalism he did not see as just a political program, correct? He attached it with religion, creed, faith. Everything is nationalism. Okay, so how did he motivate it, or how did he infuse this nationalism into the spiritual dimension and religious dimension? Compare and contrast Aurobindo's and Gandhi's interpretation. Many times the vision or the approach of different freedom fighters are asked, comparison are asked in the examination. So Aurobindo Gandhi ji or Subhash Chandra Bose Gandhi ji or other people. Okay, so interpretation of passive resistance focusing on their respective moral foundation. To what extent did Aurobindo framing of nationalism as Sanatan Dharma blur the boundary between religion and politics in colonial India? Aurobindo's views on self-development through self-help reflect on prevailing nationalist strategy of his time. So these kind of questions can come. This was in news. Independence Day, the government launched the AI-powered Sabha Sar for Gram Sabha. Sabha Sar for the Gram Sabha. So Gram Sabhas are important, yes? Correct? Hmm? Am I going too fast? No. But actually I was going fast. Did you understand? Okay. Because the topic was simple, I think, yeah? About a personality. अभिषेक क्या समझ आया? तुम इतना क्यों मुस्कुरा रहे हो? Oh, linked. Sabha Sar. This is an AI tool for Gram Sabha. Why Gram Sabha is important, Abhishek? कौन सा सेक्टर है? Gram Sabha is very important, guys. There are so many activities going towards this development of Gram Sabha. Government is working. Panchayat, है ना? Panchayat से related है, Panchayati Raj, right? So Panchayati Raj से whatever is related, you should have a one-pager note for Panchayati Raj. Whatever important development categories, awards are going on, you should read about that thing every year. Very important. So Gram Sabha क्या है? Badasha? Why Gram Sabha is important? Online students, would you please say hi to me? You just come and sit like. Local, local self government. Online students, hi, hello, how are you all? Celebrated Independence Day? Are you independent? Subject, technology and polity. And relevance is what? See, AI in the governance, right? So AI in governance ho jayega, digital India, very important, correct? And then Panchayati Raj reform. Okay, Panchayati Raj reform, which is very important for us. Okay, for the local rural level development. Now, it was launched in Tripura to be expanded nationwide. So, pilot project in Tripura, then it will be extended on the nation level, on the national level, inaugurated by Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Features are what? So features are important, and what are all important things are there? Integrated things like Bhashini. Bhashini we already covered in the class now. It is a translation platform, language translation platform powered by AI again. Okay, AI powered translation platform. And function. What is the function of Sabhasar? This can be a simple question that can be asked as what is Sabhasar? This was in news recently. So AI, it uses AI to generate structured minutes from Gram Sabha video audio recording. Uniformity is there, right? That is why it will be helping in governance. Now it is built on Bhashini. Bhashini is what? Translation platform, and then summarizes the content. All major languages plus English will also be there. use cases, panchayat administrative body, rural development project, it will be use integration with panchayat nirnay portal will also be there, right? Now this is for monitoring purpose, nirnay portal. What is the work of nirnay portal? So three things are there. First is Sabhasar. It is integrating what? It is working on the Bhashini with the help of Bhashini platform also, and the Nirnay portal also integration is there. Nirnay portal is what? Ensures Gram Sabha meets 4 times a year, then sends citizens advance notification with an agenda. And 1,000+ Gram Sabha meetings have been recorded through Nirnay portal. Okay, so meetings are recorded through this portal. Active states are what? Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Bihar, and Punjab. So these details are very, very important when you read about or talk about Panchayati Raj reforms. Panchayati Raj reforms. Okay, so under this becomes very important for us. Gram Sabha now. Constitutional status is what? Abhishek. So this should be memorized. By heart at 73rd Amendment Act, and 24th April is celebrated as the Panchayati Raj Day. It is also again very important thing. There is a National Panchayat Award given, correct? To the block, to the district, right? So this award is also given, and when you go to the Panchayati Raj Ministry portal, you should read about it. I have already copy pasted that thing, image for you. We will look at this thing. So these are the statistics, current statistics related to the Panchayati Raj, the Gram Sabha. Okay. See, this is the National Panchayat Award 2025. You should read all these things. This aligns with the Sustainable Development Goal also. Okay, so every detail is given. Who won the award, right? And the categories. Thematic awards are there. 9 localization of sustainable development goal theme. Localization. Sustainable development goals are for countries, right? How are we making it workable at the local level? So there are themes. Next is Best Gram Panchayat Award is there. Then Best Block Panchayat, District Panchayat. Like this, they are the categories of the National Panchayat Awards. Okay. Bhashini launched July 2022. See, whenever we cover one topic, there are multi-dimensional approach now. There are many topics that come within that topic. Yes or no? So Bhashini is there. So what we should do is we should go and read about Bhashini. Right? Hi, Angel. Yes, read about Bhashini, when it was launched and the features about Bhashini. Definitely question can come because it is in news. So understand this way of covering the topic. Okay, guys? Ramesh? Share Share Goal: break linguistic barriers, provide translation in 22 languages, fosters inclusivity and national integration. This is the purpose of Bhashini platform. Why different languages have been given? Why we are providing the service? The citizen-centric service is provided by why? Because integration is important, inclusivity is important. Everyone should take use of the technology, right? Application of technology. So सबको सबका साथ है ना? सबका साथ सबका विकास. Adisha, what is the meaning of this tagline? सबका साथ सबका विकास. Hey, क्या है? तुमको पूछा मैंने. अभिषेक, आदिशा है तुम्हारा नाम? आदिशा? No, no. सबका साथ सबका विकास. How many of you know the meaning सबका साथ सबका विकास? Wait. नहीं पता. Should I write? Will you be able to understand? हिंदी में लिखो, इंग्लिश में लिखो. So, see, सबका साथ, then सबका विकास. क्या मतलब है इसका? सबका means एलआरओ. साथ means मलयालम में क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ? कुड़े. एलआरएम कुड़े. एलआरएम विकास का मतलब क्या होगा? मलयालम. One. विकसनम. विकसनम. एलआरएम कुड़े. एलआरएम विकसनम. क्या गलत है क्या? तो हंस क्यों रहे हो? करेक्ट है. करेक्ट है. ठीक है. सबका साथ सबका विकास. Everyone's inclusion, support, and everyone's growth. Okay. So Please understand these words you have to use in answer writing, guys. Hindi thoda thoda. Kurche kurche padicho. I am learning Malayalam, yaar. तुम लोग भी सीखो. Be inclusivity होना चाहिए mind में, right? Okay. Now, सभासार भाषिनी हमने क्या क्या देखा? These things, then constitutional basis of Panchayati Raj. How many times of meetings in a year are conducted? Related to means, guys, related to means, how this topic becomes important is role of technology in the governance, right? Next is local governance, also we can say specifically challenges in the Gram Sabha participation, transparency, and essay based theme is digital tools are enablers of participatory democracy. So this is kind of essay. 2015, this question came. The fundamental objective of the Panchayati Raj system is to ensure which among the following? The fundamental objective of the Panchayati Raj system. Understand the word. This word is very important. Fundamental objective of the Panchayati Raj system is to ensure what? Who will give me the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4. Financial. Solana. Yes. Abhishek only when I will say. Power. Financial mobilization. Democratic decentralization, political accountability, people's participation. Give me the answer. Come on. Very simple. What is the fundamental objective, Abhishek? Ibrahim. What is the answer? I'll show you the code also. Wait. बताओ. Answer क्या है? People's participation in development, political accountability, democratic decentralization, financial mobilization. Yes. How many? Elarum. Okay, Ano. बताओ. All the options are correct. Eh? D है answer. Hashim. What does your mind say? Angel, what is the answer? Ramesh, Adarsh, answer क्या है? देव पूछिता. अभिषेक आंसर बताओ. D. Yes, you Dev Pujita. Don't know? Anyone for you? A. One and three only. 1 and 3. People's participation in development and democratic decentralization. Fundamental objective of Panchayati Raj system. Now, one more news was there related to this news only when it was launched in Tripura. So same topic, but some extra points are there. Panchayat officials will be uploading recordings via the e-Gram Swaraj credential. Outcome is what? Bring in uniformity in minutes across the country. And then same Bhashini built on Bhashini platform. Linked initiative Nirnay portal again ensures 4 meetings per year. This is very important, Nirnay portal, because this is giving you the detail 4 meetings per year related to the Gram Sabha. Please understand this thing, okay? This can be a statement-wise question. So are you analyzing the previous year question prelims? Prelims, polity governance, economy. Every day 10 to 15 or 20 questions should be analyzed every day by you. Then only you will understand the importance of some statement or facts. Okay? Now, prelims, UPSC relevance is what? Questions on government tech platforms can be asked. 73rd amendment, obviously very, very important. Then functions of Gram Sabha and Bhashini initiative, when it was launched. When Bhashini initiative was launched? Hello? 2022. How many languages, Ibrahim? Plus? Indian languages plus? English. English. Now, mains, role of technology in deepening democracy, e-governance for rural development, and case study on AI in public administration. So these are the things that we get from this article. Hello, इधर आओ. तुम अभिषेक तुम ये कैसे भूल सकते हो? Very disappointing. Sudarshan Chakra. Prime Minister talked about Sudarshan Chakra. किसका है सुदर्शन चक्र अभिषेक? हैं? मारूंगी बहुत. कृष्ण. वही नहीं होता, वो कृष्ण का ही है. विष्णु जी लेकर नहीं खड़े होते हैं. सुदर्शन चक्र बिलोंग्स टू कृष्ण. He is a form of, है ना? Yeah. हाँ. So Vishnu takes different अवतार. नहीं, but we cannot say ना directly. यूपीएससी में ये नहीं चलेगा. Direct specific information चलेगा यूपीएससी में. Okay, so it belongs to Krishna. Indirectly it belongs to Vishnu because it is a avatar of Vishnu, right? Okay. Now, he made some reforms. Some announcements were made by Prime Minister related to GST, related to defense, related to nuclear capacity, related to youth, right? So, very, very important changes we have to understand. Longest by any prime minister. And he talked about semiconductors also. Very, very important semiconductor. So India not only wants to be independent in the semiconductor industry, but wants to build a supply chain also in which it is participating. It is exporting also, building a robust kind of supply chain of the semiconductors. Okay. Now, it will be launched by the end of 2025. So, very soon it is going to happen. Marks India's self-reliance in the manufacturing of semiconductors. Self-reliance in manufacturing. Manufacturing word is important. We will be manufacturing the semiconductors and we have to become semiconductor. Why? Now question comes why? Why we are focusing on this thing? Semiconductors. Abhishek. Adarsh. Ramesh. Why semiconductors are important? When Prime Minister is saying about this thing, why semiconductors are important? Please tell me. Abhishek. Adisha. Ibrahim, why? Online students, why semiconductors are important? Only one line answer. ऐसे तो we can say many things, right? Developed India, 2047. Semiconductors are क्या हुआ? क्या? बताओ. Why semiconductors are important? बोलो. हाँ? इंडिया का मत बोलो. Why semiconductors are important? Semiconductor का बताओ. Why? Semiconductor is the new. Okay, semiconductor is the new oil. Every technology, everything is going to be dependent on the semiconductors in the future. Now also we are reliant on the semiconductors, from the laptop to the heart to the space. Semiconductors will be useful. Abhishek, laptop, body, space, semiconductors are useful. Okay, very, very important. So that is why we are focusing on semiconductors and there's a future. So we also want to participate, not just become self-reliant, but also participate in the supply side also. Okay, so this is the vision of India. Reduce dependence on import, boost manufacturing also. So India to launch its first semiconductor chip, then attempt to build the semiconductor industry. Now second is next generation GST reforms by Diwali. So why this thing? To boost what? Local businesses. To boost local businesses and reduce the household expenses. So people, MSME sector is going to be benefited, right, by this initiative. Lower consumer prices and high economic activity. So it is actually going to help the people who are in the MSMEs and other sectors. Now, reform task force for 10 trillion Bharat by 2047. Why? Because red tapeism we have to cut. Red tapeism, then accelerate the economic growth, modernize the governance. Everything is aligning with the leadership or the stand of India at the international platform. Now, economic reforms will be there, then improving ease of doing business also. So, economic growth will be promoted. Next is Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana, 1 lakh crore scheme. So these numbers become important for us, okay? Because these will be asked. 1 lakh crore scheme, and what is the thing that for the youth who are going to have their first job in the private sector, they will be given 15,000 incentive. Benefit will be given to you, and it is targeting 3.5 crore jobs for youth. So youth is very important, correct? Youth is very important for India. Day one, we have got you. Goal is 3.5 crore new jobs. These numbers are important. 15,000 every young Indian landing their first private sector job. Next is high powered demography mission. Purpose is what? Illegal. See, so this issue is there, correct? Illegal migration is there, you know, and then infiltration is there. People are being sent back from different countries. We already saw many news associated with this thing. Any country that you know, Abhishek, from which my illegal migrants were sent back? It was in news January, February, March, May. US, huh? And so this is what we have to think about our people who are going out also, their safety, their security. Abhi kya ho raha hai? One country is there where many discrimination is going on, racial discrimination. Ireland, I think. Ireland mein ho raha hai. Some news is there, right? So these things, Indians in Ireland, right? So again some kind of racial discrimination is going on against Indians. So this is like a concerning thing for India. So this is a mission related to those people. Focus on border areas and protect the national security, unity, and citizens. Shielding Bharat from infiltration also, migration also. PM warns of demographic changes from infiltration and then illegal migration. Sudarshan Chakra mission. Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra का मतलब क्या है? Defense, right? So Krishna used this thing for what? Protection. है ना? So this we have to make this for defense and the security purposes. So this will be an advanced weapon system to protect strategic civilian and religious sites. What is the year by which it will be developed? Did Prime Minister announce the year? Year is, I think, 2035, but that is too late, right? 2035, huh? But America is also building on their system, advanced system. What is the name of the American security system? There is this Iron Dome. Iron Dome है किस country का है? Israel? Iron Dome. Iron Dome system is there, no? Iron Dome, you know, right? Protection system. Shield. It acts as a shield, no? So which country? Israel or Iraq or Iran? Israel. है ना? Then America is working on the Golden Dome. Okay, it will be ready by, I think, 2028. But India's vision is too late. Let's see what happens. Year is given here, right? Nationwide security shield by 2035. Abhishek इधर देखो, इधर देखो, इधर वो बाद में हाँ 2035 तक बन जाएगा, okay? But we have to do it as soon as possible because technology is advancing day by day, है ना? And major threats are coming. We saw many kinds of different attacks. Drone attacks were there, no? Which country drone attack was there sudden? Russia में हुआ drone attack. One drone attack was there by which country? Targeted the missile, that thing, what do we say? There, aircrafts, कुछ target किया गया था by drone. Correct, others? Can user please tell them? मलयालम में बताओ, no issue. नहीं? हाँ, यूक्रेन ने किया था. That war was termed as, the name, one specific name was given. I am also not remembering that thing, but that is very interesting news. You should know that term that was given. Ukraine did this, right? On Russia. The name was, some name was there. Okay, I'll Google it and then let you know. Okay, now inspiration is Sudarshan Chakra. because the technologies are increasing and people are working really hard, so threats are also increasing, right? Any day anything can happen, so we have to protect. Now, technology use integrating AI and modern surveillance tool. See, every critical site. So what is Sudarshan Chakra? It will be connected with every system. It is not like we are making a weapon. It is not like that, or satellite, nothing. But it will be a system that will be connected to everything. Everything means what? Every critical site, from hospital to railway, military hub, to be under an unbreachable technology-driven security cover. So Sudarshan Chakra will be covered from north, south, east, west. Everything will be covered under this chakra. So this is a system that we are developing. Okay, inspired. Okay, this is the same information. Neutralize. Okay, one more thing is there. It will be not only neutralizing also, but it will be attacking also automatically. The attacking system will be there. Okay, next is predict future threats with advanced AI led strategy. Precision targeted action. Okay, tenfold increase in nuclear energy capacity by 2047. Hello online students, how are you all? Please type yes. Okay, 10 new nuclear reactors reduce, obviously, because we are very much dependent on the fossil fuels. So this we have to reduce on the import also, on the fossil fuel generation also. Next is clean energy push, hydropower through new dam project. Clean energy push also we have to increase. India to increase the capacity by 2047, 10 new nuclear reactors will be there. Now, increase capacity by 10-fold, same thing. Okay. Energy. Now, this is another thing. National Deep Water Exploration Mission. This is again very, very important for us. Why? To find the reserves, mining purpose, for energy purpose. This is very important. National Deep Water Exploration Mission. Okay. And a large chunk of our budget goes to importing fuel. So we have the reserves, but we have to find it and then we have to extract it. That is a very, very long and very great process which requires money, which requires infrastructure, and that is a very tough task, right? Free India from dependence of imports, right? So we are free from the foreign rule, but not free from the things that we are actually dependent on. From China, we have to be free. Yes or no? For dependence related to the China पे किस लिए dependent है हम? Why we are dependent on China? Pharmaceuticals. Then hmm? What? Electronics. Then बताओ. Pharma. Then guys बताओ. Tell me. Rare earth minerals. Critical minerals. Critical minerals. Rare earth minerals. Then write a question. What all things do we import from China? What all things do we import from China? Please know this thing. China is very important for us, guys. Very, very important. Okay. What all things do we import from China, or why are we dependent on China? Okay. Next is, this is again very important, related to the contemporary times, related to the history, related to the culture, history and culture part. So, President's at home invite to Independence Day guests showcases popular art forms from Eastern states. What are the Eastern states, guys? Hashim, Eastern states of India, please name some Eastern states of India. Eastern states of India. There is a term called Eastern. Guys, there is a term called Eastern, there is a term called Northeastern. Eastern states are what? East side. Odisha. Bihar, Jharkhand, है ना? East, right? Then northeast comes. Okay, thoda upar. Okay, okay. Then this is the popular art forms that have been gifted is from the north eastern states. Okay, so we are popularizing that thing, and every product is GI tagged product. So this is the basket. This is the gift that was given. So you will see different art forms. The okay. So the name of the event is At Home, and it showcases the popular art forms. More than 450 invites were there. This is the Madhubani painting. So cloth bag is there with hand painted Madhubani tag. So whenever these paintings are there, popular art forms are there, you have to know from which states it belong to. Okay, state, simple kind of question that can be asked: a state and the art form. Okay, so Madhubani is from which state? Women are the people at the forefront who paint this Madhubani painting. Okay, next comes the Sikki grass. Again, Bihar's traditional craft. Okay, so this was also box woven from Sikki grass. Again, it was given. Then bamboo frame was given. Jharkhand tribal artisans carrying the printed invite plus 4 painting. Okay, so Jharkhand was also part of Bihar, right? Correct, Jharkhand. So then it separated. Design and collaboration. It was created by National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. So again becomes important, you should know, because it is participating in the Independence Day event, right? So National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, and many workers, artisans worked there also, and at their state also. Symbolism is what? Bamboo frame is there, which is door shaped, and it represents the spirit of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay. Now, this box is important. The art form, the stage, and then feature and facts. So Tikuli art was there. One drawing was there, no box mein. So that was Tikuli art. It is from Bihar. And then Pattachitra. Pattachitra art is there, which is from Bengal. Then Talapatra Chitra is there, which is from Odisha. And then Paitkar painting was there, which is from Paitkar, Jharkhand. Okay, so see the pictures, then you will understand what is this. Tikuli art from Bihar. From Bihar. Okay. Next is Pattachitra from Pattachitra. Next, this is Talpatra Chitra. From which state? This is Paitkar painting from Jharkhand. Okay. So this is how you differentiate, you understand, and you memorize the name of the states. Okay. Now, Madhubani art is from Bihar, Sikki grass Bihar. Then one more thing, Tikuli art from Bihar. Okay, so these all things were there from Bihar, then Odisha, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. So, question. Where is the question? Question time. Abhishek, consider the following statement. Abhishek and Hashim will give me the answer. And Avantika also. And Sayana. Sayana, what is the answer? It is not about discussion. Let other people give the answer. Sayana, correct answer is? Forget about the third and the second part. Are these two correct? First and second? First is correct, second is not correct. From which state? Yeah. So, Talapatra is Odisha and Etikoppa Toys, Andhra Pradesh. They participated in the Republic Day parade also. Very famous, GI tagged, right? And it is, government is promoting this toy. I told you to read about toy story of India, right? Anna, what is the potential of toy manufacturing in India and how we are contributing towards the world toy sector? Are we contributing? How much do we contribute in the toy sector of world? What percentage? What is the contribution? India has the potential. India has a history from Harappan civilization. We are having this toy history, right? There also we found the toys. But are we really contributing towards the growth of the toy sector in the world market? Abhishek, idhar aao, idhar. Come here. Guess. 1%, 2%, 10%, 20%, 50%. What is the percentage contribution of India? Guess. In the toy sector at the world level. 10. China का कितना है? Who is the leading player? कितना होगा? How much? Can you guess? 50, 90, 100. 50 आनो? 50? नहीं यार, more than 50. China is the player. 90 यार, 70 यार, more than 70. इंडिया का क्या है? Oh, good, good, good. You guys are doing good because of my प्रयास. समझ आया क्या? मिस लायो? नहीं, क्या प्रयास क्या होता है? उफ, एफर्ट. सही है, बहुत ही कम. वी आर contributing very less than 10%. I do not remember the actual number, but I think 1 or 2%. I think चाइना का, हाँ, चाइना का बहुत ज्यादा है, more than 90%. So we have the potential, but we do not know how to utilize it. What are the challenges? What are the challenges that we are facing in the toy sector? Why are we not able to fully use the potential? Always think about these things. Challenges. What is the scope? Material. Material नहीं होगा. Standard. है ना? We are not able to maintain the standard because when we talk about toys, it has to be produced for manufactured for the kids, child at the world level. So different standards are there. So we have to maintain that standard. Then only we'll be able to match, right? Or give the competition to the people. And this is eco-friendly also. है ना? Eco-friendly है, plastic नहीं है. This is again very important related to history. The contribution of the people, the poetry, the poem, the publications again. Okay, so anytime this question can come related to modern India. Okay, so you have to be prepared for this thing. Role of poetry in freedom movement. Okay, in mains also this question can be asked from different perspectives. Now, this is poetry. What is the role of poetry in freedom movement? Very important role, right? It is kind of an emotional connection of people. You know, it infuses the patriotism among the masses also. So political, it is used in political protest, in reforms also, in social awakening, in patriotic mobilization. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना, सरफरोशी की तमन्ना, आगे अब हमारे दिल में है. सुना है? देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में. कोई पोयम बताओ फ्रीडम मूवमेंट से रिलेटेड. वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, बंकिम चंद्र चट्टोपाध्याय. Then any other poem? Okay. So what happens is these poems, kavitas do what? These kavitaएं do what? Motivate people, right? Infuses positivity, energy, romantic, religious, revolutionary imagery. Okay. Yeah. हाँ बस करो, हो गया. Enough. Madi. Okay. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, he wrote Vande Mataram became national song. Okay. Next is Rabindranath Tagore. Jana Gana Mana. Correct. Yesterday we sang. है ना? National anthem. Hasrat Mohani coined Inqilab Zindabad. श्याम लाल गुप्ता विजय विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा. सुना है? विजय विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा. नहीं सुना? आज जाके सुनो सारे सॉन्ग. ओके. हिस्ट्री को हाउ कैन यू मेमोराइज हिस्ट्री और लर्न हिस्ट्री व्हेन यू वॉच द हिस्ट्री, है ना? सो व्हाटएवर टॉपिक इज देयर, गो एंड वॉच द वीडियो रिलेटेड टू हिस्ट्री, सो मोर reinforcement will be there. Now the names are important, the poems are important, only this thing is important. Why? This is why I prepared this slide. Rahi Masum Raza, Kranti Katha during 1857 he wrote. Now Mithilisharan Gupta. Mithilisharan Gupta wrote Bharat Bharti. Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, very important author of Hindi, right? Vijay Sandesh, inspired by Bardoli Satyagrah. Toru Dutt, again is very important. Henry Derozio, very important and young reformer, freedom fighter. He wrote To India, My Native Land. And Sarojini Naidu, poems on Gokhale and Tilak. Then on Jallianwala Bagh, very Important event in the freedom movement, Jallianwala Bagh, right? Barbaric action by the British government, correct? On the child, on the women, on the people who were protesting peacefully. So Nanak Singh wrote Khuni Vaisakhi. On the Vaisakhi day, they gathered at a place, right? So Khuni Vaisakhi was the name given to the poem. Why? Because it was the Vaisakhi day and eyewitnesses' experience have been shared. Now, English edition was also there of this thing. This was banned by Nanak Singh. This poem was banned, but English edition was not banned. And there was an essay written by this thing, Justin Rolett. He was the great grandson of the person who was responsible for the Rolett Satyagraha, Sir Sidney Rolett, the great grandson. And this person, actually condemned the act, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. When he came, he visited the place. He was feeling so sorry that because of this thing, so many people lost their lives. Right? Revolutionary Urdu poets are also there. Bismil Azimabadi Sarfaroshi ki Tamanna. He wrote Sarfaroshi ki Tamanna, and then it was popularized by Ram Prasad Bismil. Then Makhdoom Moinuddin. Ye jang hai, jang azadi. So Urdu, many times we see that Urdu was used. Urdu is what? What is Urdu language? Blend of blend of Hindi, correct? And it was spoken in which region? Northwestern side. Northwestern side was highly popularized. So it was used by prominent leaders and it was widely. Now we also use some Urdu words, right, in our daily use, language use. Many revolutionaries wrote in Urdu and many protests were also there in which songs were sung. So it blended what religious symbolism and rhetorics also. What kind of question can come based on this topic? How did poetry in various Indian languages, this is a general question that can be used, amplify the patriotic war cry? Next is, in what ways did poetry during the freedom movement appeal to the group? Or generated or infused nationalism, patriotism? Next is, how do you think participation in the fateful massacre shaped the emotional tone? This will not be asked. Why was Urdu such a potent medium for mobilizing people? So these kind of question can be asked from the language or the poems, contribution of poem in the freedom movement. Again, very important topic. So, small finance bank transition to, इसको मत देखो, इसको देखो. Small finance bank transition to the universal bank. Okay. So this is important for us. Why? Because economy, banking sector, inclusion, and then financial inclusion. So this is a transition to universal bank. Small finance bank ka transition to universal bank. So what is small finance bank? First we have to understand that thing. What is universal bank? That we have to understand. The concepts are important. The criteria for both of these things are important. Yes or no? This is how we are going to cover the topic, no? Sayana? Sheriale. Oh. Why news? RBI approved AU Small Finance Bank to become a universal bank. So what is the universal bank status? It has the ability to offer all the services related to the banking services. Okay. Now this is Small Finance Bank introduced by RBI in 2014. Very, very important data. Then aim is what? Financial inclusion. Okay. So integration. Then extending banking to underserved segment. Financial inclusion. These are the why financial inclusion task has been taken because of these important factors. Underserved or unserved areas where there is no banking facility available or where there is less banking. Are you understanding the difference between these two words? Underserved, unserved. What is the meaning? Unserved matlab no facilities available. Underserved, less facilities available. Okay. So these are the thing. 12 baj gaye. Ah, 1 hour alarm. Okay. Now, small businesses, small farmers, micro, small industries, unorganized sector entities. So small guys, please understand. Small finance bank cater to these businesses and entities. Okay. Operates on a low cost technology. Small finance bank, so low cost technology, low kind of services will be provided. Okay. Now, this is the criteria which is very, very important. Minimum paid up capital should be there 100 crore. This is the minimum criteria. Rural reach should be more than 25% branches. Loan size less more than 50% loan, less than 25 lakh loan. Now, priority sector lending more than 75% of adjusted net bank credit. Yeah. Now transition to universal bank. These are the criteria for transitioning from small finance bank to universal bank. So they should maintain their status, schedule status with more than 5 years of good track record. Okay. Second thing is they should be listed on the stock exchange, recognized stock exchange. Minimum net worth should be 1000 crore. Okay. Profitability should be net profit in the last 2 years should be taken into consideration. Asset quality. These are the things that you can memorize. Now must meet prescribed CRAR norms. What is CRAR? Must meet. This is very important. So CRAR norms they have to meet. Full form is what? Capital to risk weighted asset. So banks have some capital, some risk assets are there, some guaranteed assets are there. Huh? So capital is there, then risk assets are there. So what is the ratio between this capital and this risk weighted asset? On this thing also, the bank's capacity is taken. The strength of the bank is understood. Okay. So what is CRAR, Abhishek? क्या मीटिंग चल रही है तुम लोगों की? चुप चुप कर. सीक्रेट मीटिंग. क्या रेवोल्यूशन लाने वाले हो तुम लोग? सीक्रेट सोसाइटी. बताओ सीआरएआर क्या है? सीआरएआर में दो चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है, कैपिटल एंड रिस्क वेटेड एसेट. ओके. सो CRA is a measure of bank's financial strength. Actually, it takes care, measures the bank's financial strength, and it shows how much capital a bank has relative to the risk-weighted assets. Okay. This is the formula for calculating CRAR, and you can read it in detail. All the people who are interested in economic terms. Now NBFC becomes important. What is NBFC? When we talk about small financing bank, then NBFC also becomes important because questions might come from this part also. So these are non-banking financial company. Name itself tells you. Non-banking financial companies means that some limited role will be there. Okay. They will not be giving you check facility. They will not be giving you, they can provide the loan. Okay. Again, underserved, unserved area, NBFCs. So all those people who are not eligible to take loan from the banks, they can take loan from the NBFC because the criteria is not there. That much criteria to follow is not there. So they can be engaged in loans and advances, investment, and then leasing, hire and purchase also. Differences from banks. This is very, very important because NBFCs are in news. Okay. Cannot accept demand deposit. Second is not part of the payment settlement system, check system. No DICGC, deposit insurance, is also there. Deposit and credit insurance is also not there with these NBFCs. Okay. NRI deposit is allowed under the FEMA Act. Ibrahim, answer. What are the eligibility criteria for a small finance bank to transition into a universal bank? बताइए. Yes, Sanju. Hi, how are you? Joined late. Sanju, give me the answer. Angel and Sanju. बताओ. Abhishek, answer बताओ. Adisha, you only tell. They are asking you. You only tell me the answer. Adisha, come on. Give me the answer. Bhumika. Sulhana. Answer. B. 1 to 4. Adisha, you are saying B. Sulhana. बहुत ज्यादा हंसी नहीं आ रही है, हैं? ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ऑफ 3 ईयर और 5 ईयर? ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ऑफ 3 ईयर और 5 ईयर? हाँ, इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड चीजें तो याद नहीं रहेगी, एनपीए, एनपी ऑफ लेस देन 1%, बट ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड इज important, right? Main thing is important, no? Now this answer, okay, this was asked in UPSC 2022 paper, rapid financing. See, these kind of terms, whenever they are in news, we should understand the relevance that this can be asked. Rapid financing instrument, rapid credit facility are related to the provision of lending of which of the following? Okay, so these kind of questions are asked, understand, huh? So this way you have to learn. Global financial stability report is prepared by whom? So again, report, how they ask questions on report. So answer you do not know, no issue. Very important topic related to mains, correct? So how gender remains a primary barrier to women's workforce participation? See, what are the challenges related to gender participation? Male female participation in the workforce? Abhishek, Adarsh, Ramesh, Hashim. What are the problems associated with female participation in the workforce, male participation in the workforce? Are they different or same? Are they facing the same problem? Different. Who is facing more problems? Why? Discrimination on the basis of wage. Then security. Yeah. Harassment. Then, and they have very less choice. Less choice is there, right? Night may they will not feel secure. So less opportunity. Correct? Eh? Then because of the another thing, education, है ना? Correct? Education is very important, है ना? Then technical aspect, skill, any other thing? इधर पढ़ो, दिखा हुआ है. Wage gap, perception about gender also obstruct women participation. Perception about gender, perception, the what do we say? The kind of mindset that we have, है ना? And related to women have this thing. So reproduction thing is also there. So because of that, also employability gets affected. And people do not feel like they should hire the females because maternity leave, this leave, that leave, and so they are not doing work and they are getting all the benefits like that. So this also is a discrimination again. Correct. Next is what? What is blue and gray collar jobs? Hello. एक सेकंड इधर. वाओ, क्या स्पीड है. वेरी गुड. हाँ, बजाओ बजाओ. Moment I'm here, he's like, देखो अभी भी. क्या बात है आदित्य. What a bonding. नल्ला bonding. बताओ. Blue and grey collar job. क्या है अभिषेक? अदनान, आदर्श. Blue and grey collar job. White collar job. White collar job क्या होता है? Ibrahim. Sayana. Write a question. What are blue, grey and white collar jobs? When you will write answer, so you have to use these terms, no? So you should know, right? White, grey and blue collar job. Defense. Medical field. So this report highlights the barriers in the blue and grey collar jobs. Recently one report was there, and in that report India ranked really good when it was talking about inequality. So India has less inequality, it was told by that report, right? So blue and grey collar roles in India. So major obstacles are there based on PLFS uh, report and recent report like Udati Foundation State of Women in the Blue Grey Collar Job. This report has been given. Okay. Then category is there blue and grey collar. Blue collar means what? More manual physical work is required. Then grey collar means that manual also and then technical services are also required. So this is semi-skilled, this is skilled, technical. Okay, next is examples are given. What is white collar job? So according to periodic labor force survey and which foundation? Unnati Foundation. This has been given. So in when you talk about things, no, you should give the example. Yes, Sanju. Okay. Labor force participation, we have seen that men participate 80% and then women 40%. Blue collar representation is what? For the financial year 2021, 16% women participated and 19% women participated in the blue grey collar job. Wage gap is what? 70% of men earn in these sector. Women earn 70% of the men. So 30% gap is there. Okay. Next is 52% of women within 1 year plan to quit within 12 months. Okay. So quitting is also there. Structural barriers are there, safety issues, infrastructure, household responsibility, dominated work culture, right? Then digital skills they lack, training, upskilling. Upskilling is what? What is the meaning of upskilling? Abhishek, Avantika, upskilling is what? Recycling, upcycling word is there. क्या होता है इसका मतलब? Reskilling, upskilling. हाँ. Okay. Write a question. What is the meaning of upskilling, reskilling? What is guys? You have to know the actual definition, and these words you should start using in your answers also. What is the meaning of upskilling and reskilling? Okay, upskilling and reskilling. And do not just write and forget, find it. Okay, now wage inequality is there and then rigid work schedules and long hours of work is also demanded. See, when women work in the office, I will work in the office and I will go home and then also I will work. So 24 times I am working actually, Anna. So men, when they go, they work in the office, they come and they eat and they sleep. Yeah. So this is the क्या बोलते हैं expected from men, most of them, not all obviously, but this is the general perception. Okay, so this we have to do what, Abhishek? खत्म करना है. क्या करना है? आजादी. We want independence from this thought also. Yes or no? So there are many areas in which we get independence. Now cultural and perception barriers are also there. Employers doubt women's ability to do the physical work. And they think that they are not intelligent, they are not that much skilled, they are not multitaskers, right? Reluctance to hire due to perceived family children responsibility. Ye bhi hai, I told you, right? So next is maternity benefit cost. They want to avoid this thing because they will be taking leave and it is actually given by government. Huh? So when they hire a male, they can actually work, but when they hire female, they will be taking rest, they will not be working, lack of staff, and then more work to other people. So this also is in their mind. Social stigma, night shifts, right? Then caste and religion influence also takes participation. Upper caste women are discouraged and then lower caste women participate more. So this thing is also there. Cultural norms are also there. Gig economy impact is also there. These are all the points which will help you in writing the answer, guys. When we talk about the participation, why women participation is low in the blue and gray collar, or even in the economy, we can say, we can give these pointers. Example also, male dominance in driving delivery job, women pushed into low paid gig work. Regional and identity variations are also there. Recently, we had a report in which we saw that women employment is increasing. Women are getting more and more becoming active in the economic participation. There was a report, right, in which women employment increased, women participation increased. Now, when we talk about the measures, the solution is what? We need at least some policy, some laws which are enforced, right? Which are actually enforced. So structural measures are needed. Trainings we have to provide, skills we have to give, right? Safety we have to maintain. All those problems that were there, we have to actually provide the solutions for those. Safety, है ना? And then cultural change, mindset has to be changed. Gender stereotyping should not be there. Then stricter law enforcement should be there. Grievance redressal system should be there. Okay. Gender equality is essential for sustainable economic growth, or when we say sustainable development goal also. Which goal talks about inequality? Goal number, Abhishek? Which goal talks about inequality? Sustainable development goal. क्या है goal number 4? Adisha, what is goal number 4? Sustainable development goal, 17 goal. Memorize it. Memorize it. 17 goals you have to memorize. Okay? Take a big printout or a big paper and paste it on your wall. Every day, wake up, see that thing. Don't see your mobile phone and then go and do brush and other things. Okay? Sustainable development goal. If you give this answer related to the SDGs in every answer, this will be beneficial for you guys. Please understand. Attending classes will not be effective if you do not apply the things that teachers are telling you to do. Okay, every time I tell you sustainable development goals are very important. This can be integrated everywhere. When we talk about women, water, what fossil fuels, clean energy, nuclear capacity, life underwater, life above the water, सब कुछ है. Industry, growth, peace, right? Huh? So 17 should be in your mind with the number also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This year, 2025, it came. Sustainable Development Goals with the number and the target, the goals. It came this year. Okay? Very important. Don't miss this thing here. Some basics are there which you should not ignore. Okay, these are the kind of questions that can be asked. Women low participation in the workforce. Why? Then gender pay gap persists, and how do wage disparity reflect broader pattern of gender labor market segmentation? Women participation. What are the policy intervention that we need? How can vocational training help women to connect? So these are the questions. Okay, guys. Now the class will be over. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. All the online students, thank you for joining. Keep working hard towards your goal and keep reading newspaper and learn how to integrate the current affair with the syllabus part. Syllabus reading is also very important. So you should know from which topic the news came and how it is relevant for our UPSC preparation, mains and prelims. And please try to analyze the papers, mains paper and prelims paper of the last 10-15 years. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll see you.